Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to watch the pacification of video games.
I want to talk about the great pussification of video games that has happened the past 20 years. Is it a soy-based diet doing this? Is it the rise of OnlyFans simping doing this? If you have recently had the thought,
I feel like he's just using TikTok words.
I wonder what new pumpkin-flavored items Trader Joe's has. Be careful, my brother in Christ. You might be gay now. But if there's one thing that is straight as hell, it's the rock-solid video games of the 2000s. Your Gears of War, your Medals of Honor, your Chronicles of Riddicks.
I can probably count on one hand how many people have played Chronicle of Riddick, but sure.
Masculine as hell, and we want them back.
We just want games that are monotone and the same thing over and over again. Fuck having different games.
Video games until they come back. I recently saw this disappointing photo of Phil Spencer being pushed out of the photo by two domineering girl bosses.
Pushed out of the phone? That is crazy.
Who are probably unfulfilled.
He's just sitting on the side.
To succeed in the corporate world instead of having children at home like God designed them to. And don't you love Phil's cute little Doom shirt? Like, hey guys, I'm still one of the bros, right?
It's not bait.
Look, like we could still hang, right? Nah, Phil, you're trash. You got cucked, dude. You're useless. So I have found that there are still people out there who deny the simple fact that games have gone woke, homo, and gay in 2024. So in this video, I'm going to literally prove it to you using science. What we will do is read the back of the box description of 6 random games from 2024, and then we will read the back of the box descriptions of 6 random games from the 2000s.
Let me guess, but this guy is gonna read 6 of the worst games we've had in the last whatever years, or like in the 2024, and compare it to 6 of the best games of the 2000s.
And if what I'm saying is true, we should notice...
I'll be honest, I don't know a single game of this here. He's just choosing games. He's just picking. He has a Right to Hell Retribution on the list? This is the worst rated game of its year. I don't think you understand that Right to Hell Retribution was one of the worst rated games ever on this is the game. It has a 19, 1.4 overwhelming dislike. Oh, wait, I'm stopping my queue. We need to get to the bottom of this. This guy is ridiculous.
A gayification of video games that has happened
so great and manly.
Years. And before you bring up that video games don't have boxes anymore in 2024, calm your tits. You know what I mean. So to find 6 modern games, I didn't have to look very far. I literally just went to the front page.
Isn't this game just horrible? Like one of the worst rated games right now?
Game Pass and found these games. This is clearly what Phil and his team of homos actually expects us men to play.
It's not satire.
Creatures of Ava, Dungeons.
I don't know a single game named here.
Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, Flock, Magical Delicacy, and Chia. Now you might say, oh, Andrew, you're specifically picking out games aimed at children. No, dude, I'm literally just going to the front page of Game Pass, and these are 6 games featured on the front page of Game Pass. Also, side note, isn't it weird that these pedo developers are always making games aimed at kids? But that's a whole other thing I'm not going to...
Are these games even made for kids?
All right, so what games from the 2000s should we compare these with? These are 6 kind of random games that I just happened to pull off the shelf without thinking too much about it.
6 random games.
Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill.
I can't believe that this person put the Right to Hell Retribution in this list. Actually, let me pull up the other games. So his idea of perfect games. Let's see. Dark Sector rating. I don't know this game. It has the right scores. 7.7. That's good. Deus Ex was good. Brothers in Arms is good. Riddick. I think Riddick was fine. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. All right.
30. Ride to Hell Retribution. Modern Warfare 2. Dark Sector. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Chronicles of Riddick. Assault on Dark Athena. And again, all I'm going to do here is read the descriptions and we will compare. 2024, Creatures of Ava. Let your empathy guide you as you play an exciting action-adventure creature saver game.
I do want to point out that this guy has picked and chose games that appeal to his idea of how games are pussified, when we have plenty of games, like for example, fucking Ultra Kill. Like we have so many of the games that he's talking about that are being released right now and are absolutely blood, gore, and manliness and popping off and killing stuff. Doom? The new Doom games? But no, he's comparing an apple to a hydrogen bomb. Not to mention that these games here right now are like back in the day when I was growing up, gaming was it was just advertised towards a certain demographic of young boys and young men. And I feel like it kept trying to push out any other demographic. And the moment where people decided or games decided to actually let in other people as well that have different interests, that's when gaming truly exploded. We just had Warhammer Space Marines 2 as well. We had this game. So this guy is just choosing games that do not appeal to him and going crazy about them and comparing hydrogen bombs to some random ass indie games.
Creature saver game. Understand and tame the creatures.
Bro, the comments down, I read them. They were so bad.
Of ecosystems, all in the hopes of saving the planet from a life-consuming infection. I also found out that the two main characters of this game are, of course, homosexual black women because, 2024. Let your empathy guide you? Like, what the hell? I don't play video games to let my empathy guide me in, ooh, I want to be gay and collect creatures and like this game just sounds retarded, let's be honest.
Oh, you said the word.
So now let's compare this with a game from 20 years ago. 2005. Brothers
in Arms Road to Hell 30.
The back of the box says this: they would sacrifice everything.
Yeah.
Except each other. Like, damn,
my
dude,
game, bro.
Grabs you by the balls. Like that is the back of a box. Okay, I'm interested now.
Get enlisted, idiot.
For a back of the box.
As a manly man, I love manly man games about war.
The paratroopers of the 101st Airborne Division are dropped into Normandy and scattered behind enemy lines. As Sergeant Matt Baker, lead your squad through 8 harrowing days that will define history and unite you forever as brothers in arms. Like, bro, like the balls of these games.
Do you think that this guy who keeps talking about how much he enjoys the army games and combat games and the experience of being a manly man, do you think he's gone to the army? Do you think he's ever been to like a war zone his life? Why doesn't he just go and enlist?
Game's description. I have to go play this game now. See, this is what's honestly missing from the 2024 homo trash. Like, nothing is good anymore. Nothing grabs us. This is...
Mind you, one of the most popular games of, our generation is Doom Eternal, God of War, Space Marines 2, Helldivers. I feel like there's plenty of games to grab you. You can play plenty of games with big buff manly man. Also, I just feel like he can pretty realistically match his desire for games without being a weird person and clearly homophobic and slightly racist.
This is why video games profits are down. And they've completely quit catering to their base market of men. Next game, 2024 Dungeons of Hinterberg. Armed with a sword and a tourist guide, explore the beautiful alpine village of Hinterberg and uncover the magic hidden within its dungeons. Master magic, solve puzzles, slay monsters. All this and more awaits you in Hinterberg.
Listen, I'll be honest, I don't think any of these games,
but based on the game's art style, I know within
comparable.
The first 5 minutes, we're meeting somebody's non-binary boyfriend. Like, nah, dude, I'm good. Now compare this with the 2013 masterpiece, Ride to Hell.
Masterpiece. 19 on Metacritic, 1.4 user score.
Retribution. Back of the box says this: 2 fists, 2 wheels, no rules. Now, it's a little cheesy, but I already know one thing. This game has balls, but it gets better. A lone rider, Jake Conway, locked in a battle to the death against a ruthless gang of bikers.
I don't even know, like,
Devil's Hand.
I'll be honest, I can't figure out if this is satire or not. I feel like it could be just a guy baiting these fucking idiots, but I don't think it is. I am so confused.
Okay, and you got a hot chick on the back. Like, dude, I'm in.
There's no way this is a real human.
These 2024 games will be 3 sentences long and still can't grab my attention. And then with like one word, the 2013 game completely has me by the balls. Like, guys, it kind of makes me sad that America actually used to export like cool stuff to the world. And now it's just homo woke garbage that America is exporting. Like I know you dudes in Europe know what I'm talking about. Like America used to export, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, the Stallone
Mind you, Arnold is from Austria.
movies, like all of the awesome stuff of the 80s and 90s. And look at like the homo trash garbage that America is exporting today. And it's such a shame. Next game, 2024 Flintlock Siege of Dawn. Step into the boots of Nor Van Anik, an elite member of the coalition army.
Oh, he stuttered. It's over.
A mysterious
I think he just likes big muscular men.
Like companion in their quest for vengeance against the gods. Guided by Inky,
what the hell is
fossil
knowledge
of the world with you, your combat skills and traversal abilities will be imbued.
Do you think if I check his Twitter, he follows Andrew Tate?
A duo to be reckoned with.
Okay, unironically, this game, though, the combat looks fun. I know what's his problem with this game.
Like, nah, dude, it just sounds gay.
Bro, it's exactly what he's describing, though. You're running around, killing stuff, shooting them, making combos. What the fuck you want, bro?
It sounds queer.
It's just because there's a woman in it.
Now, it's always some magical nonsense that never sounds cool. It's like none of these developers.
He just saw a big ass explosion, bro.
Tested any of these ideas with normal guys. I guarantee you get a bunch of straight dudes in a room and they would tell you this idea was terrible.
That was a gun.
But the cherry on top, of course, is this. Black female lesbian girl boss as the main character. Like, F off, dude. I'm not playing.
Is she even lesbian?
It might be a man. It might be a they, them. All right, jumping back to the 2000s. And I know this isn't fair to compare this game, but it just popped off my shelf.
It just popped off my shelf. Oh, yeah. One of the best games of 2000 whatever. Yeah, I just randomly chose it. Like, I wasn't even looking, bro. Yeah, I'm going to compare that game with this little game from like 10 developers, not my fault, bro. It's just how it just universe. The universe.
Modern Warfare 2. Back of the box says this. Modern Warfare 2 continues the gripping and heart-racing action
happened to be there.
Players face off against a new threat dedicated to bringing the...
I can do the same thing he does. Modern Warfare 2 continues the gripping and heart-racing action as players face off against a new threat dedicated to bringing the world to brink of collapse. Corny. Jesus Christ, guys. Another war game?
World
This shit is boring.
Like,
skip.
Yes, dude. I want to know
Give
that
me the
new
rest to
threat
impress.
dedicated to bringing the world to the brink of collapse. Also, if you had played Call of Duty before this, you're kind of already invested, so it's a great tagline. 2024 game, Flock. Flock is a multiplayer co-op game about the joy of flight and collecting adorable flying creatures with your friends.
Has this guy never played Pokemon in his life?
Seeking out rare and elusive creatures to add to your flock. Like, dude, this shit is gay. Like, this is either designed for a 5-year-old or it's designed for a 30-year-old gay man or it's designed for a woman. But none of those.
This game looks so wholesome.
Xboxes, like Phil, you're and your company's going to go out of business if you keep this up. All right, jumping back to the 2000s, this is a good one. Dark Sector 2008.
Dark Sector looks kind of lit, no gonna lie.
Ultimate weapon, the virus, the source of your pain, your enemy, your
Here's the
power.
Thing. Games back then used to be so edgy, dark, mysterious, with manly men as their protagonists, and people got bored of it and they moved on. Back then, we used to play Prototype, Call of Duty's, what else did we have? We had the Grand Theft Autos, Gears of War, whatever. Have you guys played Prototype? It was cool. But things changed. You didn't get forced out of the market. The market is still there for you, and you can enjoy it, but other people can enjoy other games, and you don't have to mix and match. Devil May Cry. You can still have fun and do your thing and play games with big booba women and manly men and edgy games without actually, looking at the other side, because it doesn't matter, because you don't like those games. Because I liked those games back in the day. It was fun. But there's still games like these that are fun. It's just changed. Life is different. Move on. The queer agenda isn't ruining games.
Unleash the deadly power of the glaive and
But this game looks sick.
Like, dude, that's the back of a box right there. Now I'm intrigued. Now I'm like, whoa, a virus? My power? What is the glaive? Like, what is this about? I want to become the ultimate weapon. Like, in the 2000s, games were made by straight dudes, and in 2020, games are made
by straight dudes. Games are still being made by straight dudes. I feel like they're still being made by straight dudes mostly
gay men and women. Like it's that simple. Men, actual straight men. We want power. We want cool weapons. We want deadly.
Men, one power, cool weapons, attractive women, good gameplay.
Powers and glaives and becoming the
Real.
ultimate weapon. That sounds
Go get him.
cool.
Go
But
do
if
it.
you're a
Go do it, bro. Go do it. Get attractive women. Get the cool weapons. Get the power. Go crazy, bro.
gay man or a
Do
woman
it.
or a child, none
So
of
waste your
which
time
are
on
people
these
who actually play
gay-ass video
and
games.
you want to collect adorable creatures. It really comes down to that. 2024, magical delicacy, and I've made fun of this game before. A wholesome pixel art platformer. Cook
Based.
magical delicacies from a vast collection of ingredients
Great art
in
style.
your own shop. Explore an unfamiliar town and deliver
I love the art.
tasty treats to the townsfolk.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
No, dude.
Fuck yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, no straight guy has ever thought, I want to deliver tasty treats.
It's not meant for straight 30-year-old guys. And that's
Women would
okay.
do, but that is not something a straight guy would be like, ooh, I want to deliver tasty treats. Jumping back to a classic. from the
Deus Ex
2000s,
Human Revolution.
Deus Ex Human Revolution 2011. The big text says, the truth will change.
I'm pretty sure there's like at least a few queer characters in this game.
Like,
But I don't know.
damn,
I don't
son,
remember
what
now.
truth?
I did play it,
have
but I
to
don't remember
know.
it. But I
What is
feel
being
like
hidden from me. It goes on.
Deus
Critically
Ex would
injured
have
after a deadly attack. Adam Jensen undergoes
queer
a
stuff.
life-saving operation, augmenting him with powerful cybernetics.
Yeah, it has good
Vast
ratings.
Conspiracy.
It was an
Adam's
alright game,
choices
but there
will
was a lot of
affect
things
both
you would
himself and
want
all
better.
of
But hey,
humanity
at least you can
as he
punch
seeks
dudes as a
answers
dude.
across the globe. Like, dude, I
Dude,
am rock hard
yeah,
right now. Like,
fuck
I
yeah.
want to play this game. I don't want to.
Bro, just wants to play with big bulky men. I don't want to play anything about collecting adorable creatures. I don't want to play anything about delivering treats. Then don't. We've had games like these even back then. We had Pokemons, and then we had a bunch of games like Farmville and Animal Crossing and whatever else. Just play your games.
Or delivering gay treats to people's houses.
Gay treats.
I want to play whatever
Will the treats turn
Human
me gay?
Revolution is about. And it's funny because like I can't put my finger on exactly what made 2000s games so good, but it has something.
Why
to
is he
do with
using
men.
such a low quality picture of Crackdown?
Dude, we're dudes and we want games about dudes, and we want games about male
Metal Gear Solid 4. Play Metal Gear Solid 5, baby.
transformation and identity, and a man who is going through something. Who is
Far Cry
actually a
2,
man.
play
I can't
3,
really describe
4.
what made the 2000s games so good, other than that they're focused
Play Red Dead
exclusively
Redemption
on
2.
the male psyche. Because it was men playing the games. It's always been men playing the games.
Okay, Sleeping
So as
Dogs
long as
does
Sony
need a
and
sequel.
Xbox don't realize this obvious fact and keep designing games for 14-year-old girls, for women, and for gay men.
Fuck the women and gay
I
men.
think Xbox is going to go out of business, and Sony will go out of
Kane
business. if
and
they don't
Lynch. I don't think this game was exactly one of the best games back then.
figure out who their audience is quickly.
Also, why can't women play
2024
these games? They can. What's stopping them?
game Chia, a tropical open world adventure. Take control of any animal or object you can find
Base.
and jam on your fully playable ukulele. Like, no, dude, this just sounds like some cozy garbage trash game. Like, if I wanted to,
That's a great argument
if I
there.
wanted to chill out
Cozy
and do nothing, I would
trash
just
game.
go do something besides play a video game. But when I play a video game,
Do you think this person has ever played Elden Ring in their life?
Experience. I don't want to have some
Too
cozy
woke.
trash experience.
And you can turn it into
So
a
my only
bug.
thinking with this is that Xbox seems to think that their target is gay men, 5-year-olds, and women. But the super obvious fact, as I've said it again and again, is that their audience is full of 30-year-old dudes. So, like, at this point, I just think Xbox is probably going to go bankrupt because they keep putting stuff like this out. All right, and let's look at the final game here that I found.
The
from
Chronicles of
2000s.
Riddick.
And it is called The Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. You already know this box is about to go hard. At the top, it says in big letters, there is power in darkness.
Bro,
See,
the vibes-
men,
The vibes of those games back in the day were just unmatched. It was just so edgy, unapologetically fucking cringe. It was great. And we still have games like these. But this guy just doesn't want to even step 1 foot outside of his nostalgia trip to go and discover these games. Go play Ultra Kill, bro. I feel like this guy would love Ultra Kill. Or maybe it's going to be too hard for him.
power. We're all about powers and domination and conquering.
He just wants to
Understand your
dominate
audience, guys.
or be
Below that,
dominated.
it says a dark, intense shooter set in an epic sci-fi world. This is all things we want. We want darkness. We want intensity. We want shooting. And we want sci-fi.
Darkness. We want darkness, intensity, shooting. Because I'm a manly man. Light is for gays. Darkness is for men.
Riddick brings the darkness with stealth, action, and brutal melee combat. And then for the first time, play as Riddick in multiplayer on System Link or online. Below that, it says, be Riddick, the most ruthless criminal in the universe. In his latest chronicle,
I think this guy could handle
Riddick
prey.
has been captured by the Dark Athena, a mercenary ship hell-bent on eliminating him once and for all. Using his intense hand-to-hand combat skills, explosive firepower, and lethal stealth,
This guy can't even read the shit without
Rava
stuttering.
and her deadly crew when Riddick steps into the darkness. No one is safe.
Awesome.
Like, dude, don't you want to play that game? Darkness, power, prison. These
This guy sounds like a fucking toddler. Don't you want to play this game? Darkness, power, prison, darkness, power, prison, horror, prison, darkness. You think he don't make a coherent sentence that's not reading the back of the box? Darkness, prison, power, man, testosterone, balls. Go to prison. Have fun. Go to war.
Describe the kind of games that guys
go enlist right now.
That straight men want to play.
Too long didn't read video of you watching.
To see the video game industry completely.
Okay, too long didn't read of the video I'm watching.
Right
Thank you
now
very much.
Because they're chasing audiences.
Too long didn't read. This
exist.
guy's a fucking moron.
Gay men don't play your games. Kids don't play Xboxes. Women don't play Xboxes. Phil Spencer and
Type 1 if you're a woman that has played on an Xbox before. Women don't play Xbox. What?
And PlayStation and all these companies need to wake up and freaking realize that straight dudes are playing these games and they need to be making games for us. So developers, if you are listening, give us manly games.
Developers will continue to go out of business until they realize the primary audience for video games is still straight men. I can't stress this enough, but I feel like developers have made way more money by including others that are not just straight men. And a lot more people that try to appeal only to straight men went out of business. And I think probably the best games out there, like Baldur's Gate 3, definitely did not go out of business because they decided to appeal to a wider audience by being more roleplay, fun, and woke. Guys, nobody is holding games back from you. You're holding games back from yourself. You have to understand that games that are not catered towards you maybe shouldn't be played by you. And that's okay. And that's what we did back in the day. If you don't like a game genre, don't play it. There's so many games out there for your specific needs, but game devs possibly, obviously, listen, sure, but you can't look at this guy complaining that women shouldn't play games and how games are ruined and gay and woke and he's homophobic and whatever else, and then you say he's right. It's like listening to fucking Wait, can I mention his name? The streamer guy that definitely didn't DM minors and say, yeah, he's correct. And then apply noting, please, sure, game developers don't know what they're doing, but there's nothing to do with what this guy's saying. He just wants games that are catered only towards him and is clearly homophobic and transphobic and whatever else, even if, I don't know if he's even serious in the first place. Because I can't actually believe this is a real human being that made this video. Also, Concord didn't fail because it's woke. Concord failed because it was a fucking horrible game. Yeah, I bet if I check out his Twitter account right now, he probably follows the guy and probably follows Andrew Tate as well. If I look at his follow list, do you think we're gonna see something cool? Oh, I found him, Bryce. Trans exclusionary right-wing fascist. All right. This guy truly is as a character, guys. He's definitely not like this in real life. Non-woke indie game. Irish teacher jailed for refusing to comply with transgender ideology. Yeah, so I don't think this is a character. This guy is 100% serious. And this video is 100% serious. And I can't believe that this video is made by an actual human being. Absolute cinema.